Let's go. Let's go. Should we go?
Let's go, dear. Let's crack on.
So yeah, you've had quite a pleasant experience with this gentleman friend of yours, haven't you?
Yes, dear. Oh, it's Dean Soothard.
You got talking to a pleasant gentleman called Morris,
Yes, dear.
and you said you went out and you had a bit of afternoon tea with him, didn't you?
Yes, dear. Because at my age, there's no such thing as a date. Too old for dates, dear. Just want a gentleman and friend to settle down with. You know what I mean, dear?
Yeah. So you went a afternoon tea. What sort of afternoon tea was it?
Tea and scones, dear. Tea and scones. Oh, it was a lovely place. Thoroughly enjoyed ourselves, dear.
You do anything else?
We had a little walk and discussed our interests and what we enjoyed and, you know, just all that good. Nothing too heady, dear. Just light conversation, dear.
And do you think you'll be seeing Mr. Morris again in the future? Sorry guys, if you can hear a bit of rattling, it's the little clicker I got. Sorry, Marjorie. It's just a little clicker I got. It just makes my life a bit easier for when I do the vids. Instead of having to reach out forward, I can just, yeah, use this clicker just makes life a bit easier then. So I can just, when we're done. So it's just the mic's right there and I keep, yeah, it moves, yeah. But sorry, as you were saying.
So you just a bit of light conversation, dear. Afternoon tea with some scones.
Did you plan another afternoon meeting?
Oh yes, dear. We're going to get some fish and chips next time, dear. Oh, it's going to be delightful.
Do you really like your glasses? You really like Mr. Morris, don't you? Is it Mr. Morris? Is it Mr. Morris or Morris?
I think it's Norris, dear. I didn't quite catch his second name. He's gonna think I'm such a silly arse.
Oh, I'm sure I will think that. You enjoyed his company, that's all that matters. But I think if this Morris, we'll just say Morris. I won't go Mr. Morris. We'll get that idea in your head. We'll start calling him Mr. Morris, and we might get a bit, confused if he was to introduce us to him. But yeah, I think see, got the idea in my head already. So you think Morris would definitely be interested in going a bit further, settling down and stuff?
Yes, dear. Why not? I mean, he says he's been searching for years, dear, and he's had no luck. So, you never know what might come around the corner, dear.
Absolutely. And how old is he?
Oh, dear. He's a right old age of 60, just like me.
Oh, so you share an age. Does he have any hobbies?
Well, he likes to read the theatre. Well, that's just old men for you, dear. They like to sit cross-legged in an armchair reading the theatre.
Yeah. What else?
Well, he likes the debt. Horse racing and stuff.
Yeah, horse racing, the typical old man sort of thing.
That's right, dear. And he's Scottish too.
Scottish?
Yeah, dear. It's fantastic. I can't wait to meet him again.
So he's Scottish like you?
Oh, and he's got such a lovely Scottish accent, dear. It's terrific. You can't wait till you to meet him, dear. I'm so excited.
It's quite a strong Scottish accent, isn't it? Would you say?
Strong enough for me, dear.
But yeah, you're really taken to Morris, and hopefully something could come of it. Did you have any other offers before or after? Any offers prior to Maurice or after him?
Not really, dear. Just a few saying, "Oh, hello, how are you, dear?" That's all, nothing serious. "Oh, dear, thanks, dear. I needed rearranging."
Yeah, the excitement's knocking your spectacles off.
"I can still see, dear. Don't you worry about that."
No, you can still see me. But yeah, Maurice is quite fond of him, aren't you?
"Oh, yes, absolutely. He's terrific. I can't..." "What's the word, dear?"
What is the word?
"I can't rate him enough."
You can't rate him enough.
"No, dear, he's terrific. I can't wait till you meet him, dear. But let me just set the ground level with you, know what I mean?"
Yeah, like lay it out nice and plain, so
Yes, dear.
let him see what he's walking into when he meets the rest of us, because we're quite a bunch, aren't we?
Just a bit, dear. Though that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, dear.
Yeah, so fingers crossed and touch wood, all goes well. I mean, it seems to be going so far, so let's just see how things go. Yeah?
Absolutely. And a few tits, dear.
Oh, sorry, Marjorie, just your glasses, just... I OCD's playing up with your glasses.
That's no problem. That's okay, dear.
You sound a bit giddy. You had a few wee drams this evening.
As a matter of fact, I got, dear. Look, I got a few tits. Needing tits, dear.
Oh, you needing tips, you need a few tips. So what sort of tips you need? I mean, you're a lady at the end of the day. He's a man. Usually it's a mate. I'm not being this isn't like a sexist thing, but usually it's the guys that are always trying to impress the ladies. I mean, my granddad, he would always go out of his way for my grandma. So, but a few tips, yeah. At the level, oh Jesus, you've caught me off guard here. I didn't really. Just compliment him. Compliments. You can never go wrong with the compliment.
How he's dressed, dear, and stuff like that.
Exactly, how he's dressed, dear.
Because he's always dressing so polite in his suits, and he's always looking so dashing, dear.
Yeah, so, just small things, nothing too far, just small little things like, oh, you look nice today, and blah, 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 just the usual stuff, It's a two-way street. I mean, I'm not being sexist when I say, it's like it's a man's thing to impress a lady, but, I'm not old school. I can't say I'm necessarily old school for saying this, but a lady, and especially Marge's position, not like she's, you know what I mean, likes to feel flattered, admired, appreciated as such. And a good gentleman would always do his best to show a lady she is appreciated.
Well, you like my hat, dear?
You liked your hat?
Yes. He said it was pretty and very thin in it.
He's right, It goes with your cardigan. It's quite, yeah. So far, so good.
Exactly, dear. Oh, I can't wait to meet him again.
And I'm sure it'll go just as well as it did the first meeting.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, so it's the first time you've met him, and it went really well. So yeah, I have no reason, there's no reason why this second meeting shouldn't go well, and I'm sure one day we will meet him. I mean, take things slow. You've only just had you've only met him for the first time, so you don't want to rush into anything just yet. So, yeah, take things slow. Get to really know him, know what he's like as a person. Let him get to know you for who you are. Really get to know each other, and then you never know where things can go from there. And hopefully one day we'll get to meet him, and we'll see what he's like.
Oh, that'll be delightful, dear.
I'm not going to promise anything, but let's remain optimistic, and we'll, just see how things go. I mean, you know, let's not push the boat out too far just yet, but you never know. I always try to remain as optimistic as possible, and it never kills just to be optimistic and hopeful for the future, and just, you know, you always put positivity in things. Sometimes you feel like might help a bit more. But yeah, well, hopefully, all goes well. So yeah. So we'll keep you up to date with Marjorie's gentleman friend, Morris.
What, dear? See you later.
See you later. Oh,